We can't have someone in the Oval Office who doesn't understand the meaning of the word confidential or classified. I didn't even remember whether she was trained or handling classified information. Didn't remember anything about it. Vast amounts of classified information, including information classified as top secret.
Okay, the irony of those statements do not escape me, okay? Sounds like his first 120 days in office, he not only gave out classified information, but he gave it out in the White House. Unbelievable. In the Oval Office. In the Oval Office. What a fucking blowhard. All right, let's backtrack a little bit. Okay, May 9th, of course, we all know he fired FBI Director James Comey. The guy that was investigating him and his ties to the Russians' involvement in our elections. I call that an admission of guilt. When you fired the guy, you just admitted your guilt. Attorney General Jeff Sessions sent a letter to Trump stating that after his and Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein's review, they felt Comey should be dismissed. I thought Sessions had recused himself from the Russian investigation. He lied twice under oath. So he is advising the guy investigating Trump and himself basically be dismissed. Okay? How convenient is that? But the Deputy Attorney General, Rosenstein, was like, now, wait a minute, don't throw me under the bus. Okay? Don't throw me under the bus. Then later in an interview, Lester Holt, with Lester Holt, Trump, of course, stated that, he was going to fire him anyway. Oh, my gosh.
The investigation will last for years. The trial would probably start. Nothing will get done. Hillary is the one who lied to Congress under oath. Hillary is the one who lied on so many different occasions to the FBI, and they know.
Oh, yeah. They know. Believe me, they know. How about your ass, okay? Now, the very next day after he fires Comey, he has a meeting in the Oval Office with the Russian Foreign Minister, Sergei Lavrov, and with nobody being aware that he was going to be there, the guy that everyone in Trump's administration has been talking to, the Russian ambassador to the United States, Sergei Kislyak. Kislyak's the one that everyone's been talking to. He was there at the convention and there. So he didn't let anybody know that he was going to be at this meeting with the Russian foreign minister. But he was in the Oval Office. The American press was not even allowed to be there. The only reason we got pictures and news about this is because the Russian press put it on Twitter. He had the Russian press there, but no American press. Motherfucker, he thinks he's going to control the media. Okay. Now, and he was just bragging. He's a braggart, He likes to tell these people things, because you know what I know. They tell me all kinds of info all the time. Blah 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 blah. Well, he told them intel that puts us in danger and puts our allies in danger. And he talks about Hillary Clinton. Okay? And then he calls Comey a nut job. Now, who's calling the kettle black there? A nut job? Give me a break. And this thing about, all these things about how Hillary, did this and did that and all this, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? I have a Facebook page, for myself, Patrick Mooney. And of course, I have one for PM Insights. Now, I post a lot of things on PM Insights. And I had posted something, and someone, which I don't mind. We all have our opinions, a two-party system. That's what life is about. It's a democratic process. But I'm so tired of these people these Trump people that, oh, you're just crying because Hillary lost. No, we're crying because you guys elected this moron. You got him elected. You people weren't smart enough to see that this man was what. How could you not see this coming? How did you not see this coming? You fell for all his bullshit. He's going to help you. And now, okay, this is coming on my next video, but, the budget he just put out, okay, we're crying because we have bigger problems now because you people weren't smart enough to see through this man selling snake oil, okay? So, oh, jeez. He's gonna, he's gonna take away. Now he wants to take away everything from the poor and the sick and give it to the 1% that are multi-rich already. He played you during the campaign, and he's still playing you. And you're all like, oh, but he's so great. What bullshit? Right here, he's so great. And also that same week, in town was the Turkish president. President Erdogan, or as Trump said, Erdogan. There was a press conference in the White House, and he said it 3 times, Erdogan. China. Just, huge. So President Erdogan was in town. See, now you got me saying it. Erdogan was in town, and he was just elected, had elections in, I think, March. And he's now a dictator. I mean, he's in power. They got rid of the Constitution, got rid of everything. He has the power to elect the post of the prime minister. So he's the president. There's no prime minister. And he will not have to face re-election until, I think it's 2024. So he's in power he's in power until he drops dead, basically. I have it here and I can't find. But he, he's in, he won't have to face the other election. Okay, I'm sorry, he wins which means if he wins 2019, 2024 polls, he could potentially stay on as a powerful head of state until 2029. So basically, he's a dictator. This is what Trump wants. He wants to do this. So this asshole is leaving the White House, going back to his embassy, the Turkish embassy in Washington, D.C., in the United States, and there's a peaceful protest going on outside the Turkish embassy. And his thugs, his Secret Service from Turkey, his thugs, started beating up the protesters to stop the protest. Look at this. Beating them up. This has happened in Washington, D.C., in the United States. This is not how we do things here, but this is what Trump wants to do things. This is how he wants to do things. That's why he loves Putin so much. And this Erdogan, the only leader of anyone in the free world that called and congratulated him for winning his elections, it was Trump. Nobody else did. Trump, he wants to, that's what he wants. He wants to be able to squash his protesters the same way they do it in Russia, and now they're doing it in Turkey. And they did it here in the United States. Diplomatic immunity, my ass. Those men should all be fucking put in jail, but they were back in Turkey that night. Within an hour, they were at the airport back in Turkey, beating up peaceful protesters. But this is what Trump wants. People that voted him in, that's what you want. Well, that's what you're going to get. Okay? So, let's hope not. Okay? Let's just hope not. So, all right. So Comey has been fired. He's going to testify next Labor Day, after Memorial Day. Sorry. He tweets about the investigation because they weren't asked about it. They were pissed because they weren't asked about the investigation. They were told. Of course, this is the single greatest witch hunt of a politician in American history. Now, and he also tweeted, with all the illegal acts that took place in the Clinton campaign and the Obama administration, there was never a special counsel appointed, Trump wrote. But he didn't offer any evidence of such acts, that required a special counsel. He didn't reference anything. Of course, he doesn't have any fact. He just likes to say stupid shit. You know, there was no special counsel, and because they didn't need it. Somebody said, well, I want to see the memo because Comey took a lot of notes and thorough notes of everything, and he always does, I guess. FBI, that's what they trained to do, and they take that as evidence, admissible evidence, I gather. So he's pissed about that, and he wants someone says, I want to see the notes he took on Obama. Well, if he did, fine. Obama didn't do anything wrong. Obama didn't, give away a secret, confidential intelligence to the Russians. So, everything is to him is the single greatest witch hunt. Everything's the greatest to him. The greatest. It's always the greatest. Everything's the greatest. Like his inaugural thing. It was the biggest ever. Well, okay, that's a joke. So, another bit of sad news. Last week, Roger Ailes passed away. Yeah. What's sad about it is that it took him 77 years to pass away. The son of a bitch. He's an asshole. He was an asshole. He was a hateful person. He's the reason that we have this terrible conservative and moral majority divide in this country is because of that motherfucker. Okay? So, out of that comes things like this. I had, like I say, on my PM Insight, somehow I was promoting it, and somehow one of my tweets, or not tweets, my post or something, someone got a hold of it that doesn't agree with it. And they wrote to me, this is her there, over here. This is it. You are profane and disgusting, and I don't want you on my Facebook site again. I pray God takes you off the planet soon. This emoji, 6 times, 7 times. Now, I wrote back, I really don't know how I got on your Facebook page. Maybe it's because you're trolling liberals. And this is how a good Christian woman talks, praying that I die, takes you off the God. I pray God takes you off the planet soon. That's kind of breaking a commandment. Thou shalt not kill. Religious hypocrisy is what's ruining this country. And I went like this emoji 7 times. This is the religious people, the far right religious. Oh, they believe in God and Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus. But you're praying to God that I die, basically. Okay, this is how you'd handle a bunch of idiots. These far right evangelical bunch of fucking idiots. Like I say, she was probably trolling liberals, and she came across my site and got pissed and thought, well, she's gonna send a mad post onto my Facebook page. That PM Insights. All right, that's about it for now. There's a lot of things happening though today and yesterday. Well, every day. You can't keep up with it. Every day, it's something happened. Like I say, it's my favorite TV show, and I just can't get enough of it. So, all right. God bless, and see you around like a donut.
The investigation will last for years. The trial would probably start. Nothing will get done. I can.